Welcome to Shweta B classes. In this particular video, we'll discuss about a TCS NQT, both Ninja will be and digital, both pattern. We will discuss the syllabus, we'll discuss the exam pattern, we will discuss what is the eligibility criteria, and we will discuss what is the salary package. Okay, so all this information you will be getting in this particular video. Please don't miss out to watch till the end so that you can get each and every bit of the information about TCS NQT and all your doubts will be clarified. Okay. Well, when I say a TCS NQT, November 13th, recently if you're watching the video now, November 13th, the exam will be conducted. That is TCS NQT test will be conducted. Those who haven't applied it, please do apply. Okay. And if you already missed the day, don't worry. It's because for every 3 to 4 months, TCS NQT will happen. You can register. Am I clear? Well, so let's get started to talk about this. And those who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I request you to subscribe to my channel so that I can come up with more such videos. Well, thank you so much. Let's get started. First thing that we want to discuss here is the TCS NQT. Means it's a national qualifier test. It is not conducted for just 1 or 2 colleges. It will be conducted in a national level. Clear? Next thing is the most few important things I can say, that is salary, okay, eligibility and examination mode. Okay. So when I say a salary, it varies for Ninja and for the one who gets selected for the digital. Okay. So for Ninja, it varies from 3.3 LPA to 3.6 LPA. And for TCS Digital, it varies from 6.5 LPA to 7.5 LPA. And the salary will change. Okay. In the sense, you'll get more only, don't worry. Then is eligibility. So when I say eligibility, since we are talking basically for the one who get into IT, for this, the eligibility will be B or B.Tech. Clear? Okay. Then how the exam will be conducted? Exam will be conducted in 2 ways. One is in center or the other one is online. Okay. So when it is conducted in your colleges and all those things, that is one thing. Or there will be TCS and centers nearby. Whichever is nearby, you can go and write the test over there. And the other one is you can register online and write it in your home itself. Clear? Okay. So let's go further. Next is, let's discuss about the pattern now. That is exam pattern of the TCS NQT. So when I say exam pattern of TCS NQT, it is divided into 2 sections. One is a foundation section which will be conducted for 75 minutes. And the other one is the advanced section which will be conducted for the 90 minutes. Okay. One is 75 minutes and another one is 90 minutes. So total 165 minutes exam will be there. Now, next. When it comes to advanced section, it is not just one section. It is again divided into 2 sections. That is section 1 of 35 minutes and another section of 2 that is of 55 minutes. Okay. Then the next one is the foundation section. It will be conducted in the triads is the first one. And another there will be section that is of a numerical ability. And next section is verbal ability. And next one is reasoning ability. Okay. So in triads, you get few questions, and numerical ability, you'll get around 20 questions, and verbal ability, you'll get around 25 questions, and reasoning ability, you'll get around 20 questions. And this triads will be based on the images you need to recognize, and you need to write the answer for that. Now the next one, let's come to the advanced section. When I say advanced section, and the section 1 in the advanced section has advanced quantitative ability. Now what's the difference? The difference is, pretty simple. Here the questions will be of easy to medium level. Okay, I'll write here easy to medium level. But when I say advanced quantitative ability, the name itself says it is of a advanced level. Okay. Next is advanced reasoning ability. And you'll get 10 questions here and 10 questions, and total 35 minutes of time will be allotted. Okay. Now next is the section 2. Here advanced coding section we call it. Here you will get 2 questions and you need to write 2 questions here. Am I clear? So I'll explain it here itself, that when I say advanced coding and you will get 2 questions, you need to write both the codes here. Okay, whether you get selected for Ninja or you get selected for digital also is also dependent on this. Okay, well, let's start. Now let's start with the foundation section. Okay, so TCS NQT foundation section, which is compulsory for those who are appearing for Ninja. Okay, now there are small few conditions or a few things that you need to know before. There is no negative marking here. Okay, happy? And TCS NQT is a non-adoptive this year, and for in-center you will be provided with the rough sheets for solving. Okay, so that's it. And let's go to the most important thing, that is the syllabus. Okay, and in the foundation section, the first section is numerical ability, and when I say a numerical ability, it is so many topics are there and you need to prepare. Okay, so there will be 20 questions which will be asked in the numerical ability, and the topics are little more. Okay, so I request all of you to practice properly all the topics which I am mentioning here, so that you can clear it in your first round itself. Okay, if you don't clear, you have to wait for another 3-4 months to write it again. Clear? And if you clear, whatever the result you get of TCS NQT, it will be valid for 2 years. Okay, and one more most important thing is, if you write TCS NQT, and it is not just only for the TCS, it is also for many more companies which you can see in the TCS website. Okay, there will be n number of companies which are present in the TCS website which tied up, and for all those companies this NQT marks is valid. Okay, so let's discuss the syllabus now. Next is, when I say a number system, first, in the number system there are subtopics like divisibility. You need to learn the divisibility rules, and when they give a number, you need to be able to check the divisibility. And decimals and decimal fractions and numbers, the numbers will be given in the decimal. You need to convert them into a fraction, or you need to add or subtract or multiply. So all those operations you should be able to do. Next is number system, HCF and LCM. Okay, so here the questions might come on unit digit, reminders and all those things. Mensuration, it is geometry will be there, obviously, geometry and mensuration. And which kind of questions will be asked here, like finding the area, finding the perimeter, finding the shapes, all these kind of questions will be asked. Next is the arithmetic ability, which is a bit lengthier section, where you can expect the questions on ages, averages, probability, equations, simple equations and quadratic equations, and progression like AP, GP, HP, profit and loss, time and work, clocks, calendars, arrangements and series, ratio, proportion, series and progression. Okay, so mixtures and alligation, even averages I added here, time, speed and distance, permutation and combination when it comes to arithmetic ability. And there is one more section here. Let's go to a next section in the same numerical ability, that is elementary statistics, data interpretation, simplification and approximation. Okay, so when I say elementary statistics, it is like finding the mean, finding the median, mode, standard deviation and variance. And when I say a data interpretation, there will be n number of graphical representations, tabular representations, line graphs, pie charts. So based on all these things, the questions will be given. You should be able to answer it. Okay, here if one data interpretation question is given, that means it will be minimum of 3 to 5 marks. Keep this in mind. Next is a simplification and approximation. The questions will be interesting to solve. So for this, I request you to learn the speed maths. Okay, that will help you a lot here when it comes to simplification and approximation. So this is the syllabus for the numerical ability. Let's go to the next one. The next one is verbal ability. So when I say verbal ability, what all types of questions will be asked? The questions will be asked on English grammar and the reading comprehension. Okay. So when I say a grammar, here the questions based on spelling and few grammatical things and selecting the words, error correction. Okay, even error identification will also be there, and sentence correction is also there. Passage ordering will be given. there will be a passage given in different lines. You need to arrange them in a correct order. Okay, and sentence completion is there. Okay, not sentence correction, sentence completion is there, error correction is there, synonyms and antonyms. So all these easy topics at an important topics, all these are there. Okay, and when it comes to reading comprehension, the one is obviously paragraphs will be given. Based on that, you need to write a answer the questions, and another one is a cloze test. Both are there. Okay, well, the next is the reasoning ability section. Okay, so when I say reasoning ability, here there are few things. One is the identifying word, numerical patterns, figure and factual analysis, decision making questions are there, problem solving questions, and proportional reasoning, visual and spatial reasoning. Okay, so what kind of questions or topics will be asked in this? When I say identifying word, here letter series questions will be asked, word pattern will be asked. When I say number patterns, obviously number series questions will be asked. I'll come up with one good video, or I can say a method or the tricks to solve the number series questions, and trust me, when you learn that, you'll be able to solve at least 70 to 80% questions without even worrying. Okay, next, cube folding, paper cuts, folds, all these questions will be there. Okay, practice it. If you are a person who cannot imagine properly, then you are allowed to leave this section and concentrate on other things. Next is the decision making, data sufficiency, syllogism, all these are there. When I say problem solving, it's like blood relation questions, seating arrangement, data arrangement, all these questions are there. Okay, next is the statement and logical Venn diagrams will be there in the proportional reasoning. When I say visual reasoning, here it is picture based questions will be there. You need to analyze it and find the next one. Okay, so this is about the foundation section. Now let's talk about the advanced section, which is compulsory, or I can say mandatory for TCS digital. If you want to get into a digital, then it is compulsory. Okay, so let's talk about it. When I say a TCS digital and the section 2 of the TCS NQT, then here advanced quantitative ability will be asked. So imagine and go that the question level will be advanced or high level questions will be there. Okay, but don't get scared. Once you learn, when it comes to quantitative ability, it is all based on the concept. The moment you are clear with the concept now, trust me, you'll be able to solve any kind of questions. So have that confidence on yourself. Okay, when I say number system, divisibility, again the same topics you can observe, decimal fraction, number system. So all the topics names are same only. Whatever you saw in a foundation section, all the topic names are same. So I'm not going to repeat the topic names. You can take a screenshot. Same in the quantitative ability. Only thing is you will get the high level questions. That alone, keep it in a mind. Okay, don't worry. So if you prepare properly, you'll be able to clear a foundation section and the advanced section both. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is another. Okay, this is also same. Okay, whatever you saw in the foundation section, the same topics are there. So I'm not gonna repeat. Just take the same topic, prepare it properly. You are done with both numerical ability in the foundation section and advanced quantitative ability in the advanced section. Clear? Next one is the reasoning ability. Okay, that is advanced reasoning ability. So there will be few changes here, or the same thing given in a different pattern. So that will be asked. When I say reasoning ability, here word identification will be there, meaningful word creation you need to do, numerical patterns obviously, letter analogy, ages will be asked here also. Ages will be usually asked in the quantitative ability. Okay, blood relation, complex seating arrangement, it's not seating arrangement, they have mentioned complex seating arrangement, so practice well. Next, distance, time, speed and distance and directions is there. Odd man out, like some 4-5 numbers will be given and one will not be going well with that series, you need to remove that. Okay, next, symbols and notations, cube and paper folding, data sufficiency, decision making, syllogism, positional reasoning and visual reasoning. What all you have seen in the reasoning ability section of the foundation section, almost all the same sections are there, but just given in a one order. Okay, so when you are practicing the aptitude section, Please practice it properly so that you will be done with your foundation section and advanced section both. I'm repeating again and again. So please do concentrate on this. Next and the most important is technical plus HR interview. Okay. Now before I go to technical plus HR interview, I'm going to talk about a coding here. Okay. Advanced coding, that is section 2. Okay. Section 2, advanced coding. So when I say advanced coding, obviously the coding will be there in the advanced level and most of the questions will be scenario based. Please do expect a scenario based questions here. Okay, because most of the companies are asking for a scenario based questions here. In any of the company, many are asking for a scenario based. Now what is this here? Instead of giving you a direct question, instead of asking you do a Fibonacci series, they will frame a story out of it, a scenario out of it and give the questions. Okay, scenario based question. That's it. So no need to panic. Just try to practice many such questions and you will enjoy solving and you will solve it. You'll be able to solve it here. Okay. So let's talk about it. Here 2 questions will be given. Okay. Question 1 and the second question. Okay. You need to get the output for first question and the second question both if you want to get into TCS Digital. Okay. And if you get a 1.5, that is 1, you get a complete output. You wrote the code properly and you executed and showed the output. And the second one, you wrote the code properly or somewhere there is something wrong and you are not getting complete output, you are getting a partial output, then it is considered as 1.5. Then also you'll be eligible for the interview. Am I clear? So I hope this section is clear for you. That is coding. So don't think that if you solve only if you attend only one coding question, then you will be able to make into the interview. No, you won't be. Okay. So make sure that you write both the code properly, allocate the time for yourself, practice the codes and get the answer. Okay. Let's go to the technical plus HR interview now. So I will just suggest few things when it comes to technical and HR interview. Make sure you make a note of it or you practice all those things and go for an interview. That is, when I say technical interview, HR interview, both sometimes mixed and will be asked and sometimes it will be taken separately. Okay, let's talk about a technical first. When I say a technical, please learn the basics of the coding language like C, C++. In this OOPS concept also you need to learn data structure properly, learn C programming properly. Clear? So all this will be asked and think about software engineering, what it is, what exactly you need to do, what you study. You need to have a knowledge about it. So basic things will be expected here. Okay. So OOPS concept, data structure concept, very, very important. Please do learn and go. Especially those who are entering for a digital, please practice it properly. Am I clear? But when it comes to data structure, this is more important when it comes to a product-based companies. Since TCS is a service-based companies, not much importance will be given. That doesn't mean that no importance is given. Okay. So you need to be practicing. Next, whatever the final year projects that you are doing, the questions will be asked on that. So you prepare well for your projects, whatever you have done, and then go. Okay. And learn some basic programs because they might ask you to write the programs, that is simple programs on procedural programs, looping programs, like simple palindrome, recursion. Based on recursion also, it's very important. They'll ask you to write the recursion programs. They might give you a question like pseudo code using a recursion. They might ask you to do it. So practice and go. And when I say HR, please work on your ethics because when you enter a corporate, you need to have some work ethics. So please do practice on it and have a strong vocabulary. If not also, don't worry. If you can convince the interviewer, that's more than enough. Okay. The most important thing that you need to carry when you go to interview is confidence. Please do carry it. Okay. And learn the basics of the managerial skills, how you manage yourself. Okay. In front of the interviewer in this case. Am I clear? So I hope we discussed almost all the things about the TCS NQT. Okay, and if you have any doubts and anything that you want to know more, or any company video that you want me to do, then please drop it in a comment box, or anything that you want to know about technical and you want me to make a video on it and post, please do comment it so that I'll get to know and I'll come up with that video. Okay, so yeah, that's it guys. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Okay, please share it to the needy person, and you please subscribe so that you get the notifications. Clear? Well, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you everyone.